So cystic fibrosis is a problem that affects about 30,000 people in the U.S. And the problem in CF is genetic, and that genetic problem leads to lots of symptoms in CF patients. It's been estimated as many as 80 pills in a given day, and patients, a well adult is estimated to have to take care of themselves, just routine day-to-day maintenance therapy of over 2 hours a day. If you look at a given year, what's the age of patients who died in 1 year with CF? It's usually in the mid-20s.
When they were first born, Callie was not diagnosed right at birth. It was about a week or so later that she was diagnosed.
But when we got the official diagnosis, I'd been in denial for a couple weeks, trying to tell myself that it wasn't going to be true, that it wasn't going to be my baby. And I was alone when I got the call from the doctor, because Kevin was at work. So my parents came over and sat with me while I, had a good cry about it.
It put a lot of fear in me, because being a first-time father, seeing that your child probably will die in a few years from what this data was saying, it really affected me. But now, with the advances in technology and with up-to-date data, knowing that it's treatable and the outcome is a lot better.
Kevin came home, we sat with each other and just dealt with it for a little while, and it was hard, obviously, at first, just grieving for the life that we had expected for her, and coming to terms with what our new expectations should be, what our new goals should be.
When Aubrey was on maternity leave, she was pretty much by herself having to do this, and that was really hard on her. So I wish I could have been there more to help her do that, to ease some of that burden on her. But she got through it, and Callie's all the better for it.
We made hard decisions those first few weeks. We had decided to move back in with my parents to get a handle on our emotions in our lives, pay off some debt so that we could make sure that we were okay to take care of her financially and things like that. So it was the first year was very, very hard with her, especially dealing with all those emotions.
It's not the end of the world. There's plenty of people that live old enough that have CF, and it's treatable.
I was always told as a child and my parents that I probably wouldn't see 18. So growing up, that I was always out there, and when I did turn 18, I was a senior in high school, my goal was to beat the next plateau, and that bar was raised to 24. So my goal in life was to reach 24. Again, I turned 24, moved on to the next plateau, and so on and so on. My mom is my worst and my best enemy. I remember for my mom is when I turned 50 and they threw a surprise party. And I did a little speech thanking everybody that showed up. And my mom was sitting there. And she's, I brought her up and I put my arm around her and I said, just like I said, she's my best and worst enemy. But she and my father and my family were the best supporters for me to get to where I got to reach the age of 50. Yeah, I had a lot to do with it too, and so did medicine and the doctors. But I know that with the maintenance and the regimen and what my parents and my mom especially had me do, it got me to be 50 years old. And, as we sit here today and doing this interview, I turned 54. And I'm looking for the next plateau to turn 75. That's my goal. And, with family supportive and medication and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I feel in my heart, and hopefully there's a cure around the corner, that 75 is going to be attainable.
As of right now, there's no cure. But with your help, we can fund research to put an end to this tragic disease.